the most creative guys I know, and so creative that he believes the merging of madness with creativity is actually the key sweet spot. Ladies and gentlemen, my weird friend, Nils Vesk!
So there I was, near the edge of a cliff, in my hang glider with my crazy hang gliding surgeon friend, Dr. Craig. Two things are going through my mind: absolute fear and absolute focus. Absolute focus on the mechanics and the science of flying. Now, as I get closer towards the edge, the wind is lifting up the nose. It wants to take off. But the science in me knows that if I don't pull the bar in, I'm going to stall and smash. So closer and closer I get, fighting the instinct to want to push out. Closer and closer. I look to the edges. Clear! And I jump off. The same thing happens when we approach creativity. There is an absolute madness to it, yet there is an absolute science. When we can embrace the madness, but trust on the science, that's when we can use creativity to generate outstanding results in business. And today we're going to unpack both the madness and the science of creativity. Because unless we want to get lost in the sameness of selling and producing exactly the same products, exactly the same services, and exactly the same processes as our competitors, we need to utilize this creativity so that we can stand out in business and fly above the rest of them. So let's have a little bit of a look at what creativity looks like in regards to this system and the way that we think. So again, we have these 60,000 thoughts a day, and of those 60,000 thoughts a day, 95% of them the same. So what we need to do is we need to somehow interrupt those thoughts by creating ourselves a different point so that we can see things differently and come towards a different point. When we can do that, that's when we can start to change the outcome so that we look different to all of our competitors. Simplified it. Nils, if you want your job, what if there were no buses? And I went, okay, right, think quick. No buses, what would that mean? Well, maybe we've got huge space. Let's create a space. What can we do with space? We can have this space where people can meet, they can talk, they can linger there. We can create, maybe we can put a visitor information centre in there. There wasn't one there for a couple of kilometres on the other side of the beach. What if we could put in some sculpture and some trees and some history of the area? And as I started to talk, I started to realise there was some genius, there was some magic in that most annoying, agitative, in-your-face question.
5 words to describe what Nils did for us at our CBA conference this week. He led us, he guided us, he facilitated, he challenged, and most importantly, he helped us innovate and become thought leaders. He was fabulous, his style is terrific, his energy is contagious, and we'd use him again in a heartbeat.